Hey everyone, welcome to another live play game here at the Master of Dungeons Twitch channel. Thanks for joining in. Tonight we are playing part two for the Stars. Reach for the Stars. We did part one last week. It's the third level adventure from the Keys from the Golden Vault hardcover adventure anthology from Wizards of the Coast for D&D 5th edition. To give you a little bit of a recap, our heroes were given a quest by the Golden Vault, an organization that does good, especially good things in an illegal way that most times local law enforcement would not be able to take care of. And in this episode, the part two, they are working for the Golden Vault on behalf of one Vasil Talistrom, who's a sage that had a theft of a book called the Celestial Codex. And the characters have gone to this person's mansion. One person by the name of Markos Delphi, and they are making their way through this odd mansion with these really weird eldritch surges going on in these different rooms as if they cast any sort of magic as they're in the room. They also have noticed that they entered one room and an eldritch surge went off and they hadn't cast magic. So there might be other different areas throughout the manse that might have a chance of encountering another eldritch surge. We do, of course, play with a couple of guests from our community, playing Montero and Aurora with us tonight. Let's go ahead and just recap and go ahead and give a little bit of a description for those that might be joining us for the first time. And go ahead and describe your characters. We'll go ahead and start with Snaps first, and we'll work our way down at the bottom of our Roll20 and finish up with Aurora. So, Snaps, go ahead and reintroduce your character briefly.
Okay, I'll be playing Gimbal Snaps McCracken. He is a deep gnome. And has a bit of a street urchin background, but he is also a thief rogue. So he's coming from that sort of background. He likes to see what he can get his hands on, but he's also very inquisitive. He's a very inquisitive gnome, so he'll be asking a lot of questions.
All right, thank you,
as
Snap.
per usual.
And then Reginald.
Hey folks, I will be playing Reginald, the Harengon Swarmkeeper Ranger. They have decided to go with raccoons for their swarm, and have dipped their toes in a little bit of a magic initiate, so they took a little bit of healing and the light cantrip. Or dancing lights, sorry.
All right, thank you, Reginald. And then we have Lee, one of our community members, playing Montero. If you would go ahead and give us a little bit about Montero.
Sure. Montaro is a Fey Circle of the Moon druid. He's spent a lot of time after leaving the Feywild in Schult and was amazed by the dinosaurs and had fun flying through T-Rex's mouths until he had a tad bit too close of a call, and then left elsewhere to find more safe fun that he could have.
All right, thank you, Montaro. And then we have Ulysses playing Aurora.
Yes, Mitch. Aurora is an Eladrin from Saraphel and the Moonshades, which is a College of Eloquence bard who has the scholar background, having spent a lot of time at Candlekeep. So her weapon of choice is a magic hand crossbow, and she's excited to continue the adventure.
All right, thank you very much, Aurora. Now, keep in mind, everyone, that Vasil did request that if you can obviously spare Markos's life, gave you a background about their friendship and explained that something about this book is very dangerous, as you know, this Celestial Codex, and obviously has something to do not only probably influencing him, but also obviously influencing the house some way here in the mansion. And last we left off, you had all found a secret room where you had discovered some spell scrolls and a bit of coin for your some jewelry worth a little bit of coin as well. And you had all decided to take a short rest. You have explored all of the first floor. You do have a couple of different ways to go up if you want. You do recall that there was a stairwell going down to the basement up over here. I'm going to move the map just in case it's on the screen there. There was a stairwell going down there. You think it heads to a basement of some sort, maybe a cellar, perhaps a wine cellar. And there's also some stairs going up as well. over there, and you do recall also that let me see. Yep, that there was a little bit of a breeze coming from the stairwell up above,
Hmm.
and then of course there's this that go up to the balcony that Montero had discovered flying up. Also, a quick note, everyone. My apologies. We do not have Stinkfoot, our wizard, with us tonight. He's not going to be able to make this evening, so we wish him luck. Good luck with what he's doing. He has a different project going on this evening, but he will be back when we stream our next game. And also, just another real quick note: there is a small content warning of a little bit of body horror in here for anyone that's watching, just so you're aware if that does come into play. Go ahead, Rachel. What were you going to say?
I was going to bring up the content warning, but you got it covered.
So you can go up the stairs over here to the north, or you can head back and down into the foyer and head up the stairs there to the balcony. Where would you like to head?
That's a good question. I say we go up the spiral staircase in the back because it may be less guarded. Who knows? This is weird.
Certainly makes sense to me.
All right. Well, I'm going to gather everyone up, and then I'll start moving. I'll go ahead and move you over on the map. Make it a little bit easier to move. So you should be able to see your characters up here now.
Hmm.
As you head up the tower from the ground floor, you do feel a cold wind kind of descending from the tower staircase. And you can see that they just where you get up to the second floor, you kind of climb about 20 feet up, and then you can also see that the stairs continue to climb 20 feet up as well to the third floor. So there does appear to be a third floor here as well.
Yeah, let's go check out what's on the floor.
Yeah, we're on the second floor. Why not?
Yeah. So,
Of course, the door is there in front of you.
yep. I will try, I guess, listening to see if there's anything behind the door. Yes.
As with all the doors so far, it does not appear to be locked.
Yeah, 23 to listen at the door.
You do not hear anything on the other side.
Bing! Ah! There's a rug. I will fly over here, avoiding the rug for no apparent reason.
Looking into that room, you do see framed portraits and alabaster busts of members of the Delphi family decorate the walls and corners of the room with facial expressions ranging from proud to downright haughty. 4 cushioned chairs surround a table in the center of the room on which is displayed an ivory dragon chess set. You do notice... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Perhaps we'll step into the room also. Be wary of the rug, of course.
Yeah.
As what we saw last time we were here. The
Oh,
rug
yes.
that was not
Okay.
a rug. So yeah, I'm going to start creeping my way along this wall, kind of, and I'll stop at this doorway, this door here.
The first thing you notice is that the 2 of the busts are still in very, very fine make and condition. And you do notice that 5 of the framed paintings are very well made as well. Each of the busts and each one of the paintings most likely could fetch up to 50 gold each from a collector. And you definitely can tell, Montero, from right there by the table itself, that the ivory dragon chess set is very valuable as well.
Okay. Is the game just is the chess set just set up as a, nobody's playing it, or does it appear to be a game in progress?
Does not appear to be a game in progress.
Okay. So I can't mess up somebody's game. So, which way do you
All
want
right.
to go? There's 3 doors in here, and there's 3 doors out in the balcony.
I'm just going to go ahead and listen at this door and possibly take a peek inside just to see what's there.
Okay.
Perception or just listening?
Yeah, Kayla, or I'm sorry, perception's fine.
Okay. Oh, okay.
With your passive, obviously your passive's a 13, is a little bit better than your active of 8. But you do hear some stuff on the other side of the door. It does seem as if, and you get a bit of a smell coming from the door as well, very a chemical type of smell. And you do hear muffled voices of what sounds like of 1 or 2, maybe 3 people talking on the other side.
Ooh, okay. I immediately step away from the door. I mean, just past it just a little bit, and I motion to my friends, and I'll, make maybe a small sound like, psst, and just point to the door, like,
Okay.
like my motion with hand signals that there are people. Listen, I can hear them talking.
So your companions, the rest of you see Snaps kind of step back away from the door, motion that there's people on the other side of the door, and motion for silence. What would you like to
draw
do?
my bow.
Okay.
Just in
And yes,
case.
that door did, of course, lead down to the south where you can see the balcony overlooking the foyer.
Right.
Is everyone going to draw their weapons, or is anyone going to do anything like perhaps maybe a silent or a group stealth check, anything of that nature?
I'm definitely going to stealth.
Try and do as quiet as we can.
So. Yes.
Draw weapon and stealth. Sounds good, Snitch.
All right, so give me a stealth. Ooh, my goodness. Yeah, that's definitely a successful group stealth check. They have no idea.
Stop making so much noise.
So who would like to open the door?
Since Snaps is already here, I'll kind of motion to everyone again that I'm just going to open the door just a bit, like open it up, and so that maybe we can peek inside, and if everyone could be ready if I pop the door open, that if there are potential enemies or monsters or something, that we could fire in. So which way does the door open? I guess it opens to the left or the right.
It does open from the left inwards. So the
From left inwards. Okay. So yeah. All right.
You can see where you can see those on the map, right? Where the way that the doors open.
Yes. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'll kind of motion. I'll say like 3, 2.
Yeah.
1, and I'll open the door.
Okay.
Peek in.
As you do, this room reeks of chemicals. You see a long table with various vials and compounds occupies the center of the room. At the table are 2 cloaked figures overseeing various alchemical experiments. Obviously, with their group stealth check, they have not noticed you as you've opened the door.
Okay. And those figures, they're cloaked. Have I seen them, anything like them before?
No, they appear to be perhaps humans, but they definitely seem to be working on some sort of alchemical types of perhaps potions or different types of things of that nature.
Okay. As the doors open, I look back and I kind of make a motion like cutting their head, the neck cut.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to sneak in and hide under this table.
Okay.
Are they facing me? Are they facing the door?
Well, they're kind of working back and forth between this table here and these little areas back here, these other tables against the walls. You see all types of hoses and beakers and vials and things like that all around.
Okay. I'd like to sneak in and hide under the table, and if hopefully they won't hear me or see me, and then I can attack if needed.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and so you'll be under the table. As you get in there, you hear them speaking with one another. First of all, what's Reginald, Montero, and Aurora doing outside of the room there?
If I saw Snaps do the kill hand motion and walk into the room, if one of them came into view, I would loose an arrow.
All right,
because
go ahead.
That's all the information I received.
Of course.
You
You can go ahead and fire right there in the middle.
Okay. I'll say, do we want to see what everyone else is doing as I do that, or go in turn?
No, you're fine. Go ahead, because that will stop us to start initiative. Yes.
Okay. Well, 12.
12 with advantage from the stealth will miss as it slams into the wall right above the person's head, and they kind of look up surprised and look straight out the door and see you with your bow standing right in front of them, and they both stand up grabbing for weapons. It will be an initiative.
Okay.
Yes, Snaps is thinking to himself of course, yes, that I would. I see these guys, and I just think, all right, these are bad guys. And that's all he thought was, these are bad guys, and that's why I did the thing. But just his personal inner dialogue.
Hey, that's the information I received, and I acted upon it accordingly.
Yes, you can totally explain the different signal afterwards. This is only the third mission that you've been on with your companions,
Mm-hmm.
The first one with Aurora and Montero as well. So, but the first to act is Reginald. Reginald, you are up first. Let me put the other one in the initiative as well. My apologies. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
There we go. And that didn't change much, so I'm just going to have them both act on the same round. There we are. So first, yes, Reginald, go ahead.
Well, we're just gonna loose another arrow and hope we got a little better odds here. How about an 18?
An 18, yes.
So that'll be 7. And then raccoons will swarm into the room. Didn't mean to actually post that in chat.
No worries.
But that will deal an extra d6 for 6.
Nice.
So total of 13.
Yes, for those watching, he has flavored his swarm as a swarm keeper, as a swarm of raccoons, with him being a Haragon and nature and all of that such. Plus, the cool little bandit masks that the raccoons have are great for heist missions as well. Any movement for Reginald?
I'm going to stay where I am to allow my party room to maneuver around the door.
All right. Mantaro, you're up.
Okay, I will fly to here and use a bonus action to cast Primal Savagery.
All right.
Let me find where my character sheet disappeared to. Where did it disappear to? There it is. And there's what Primal Savagery does. And then I will...
Hey, thanks for
Yes,
the
hit.
subs, everyone. Yes, that is definitely a hit.
What? Oops, that's not showing damage. For 2 points of acid damage.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, and then Aurora.
I am going to bypass the rug, stand in front of the door, shoot the cultist immediately in front of me
Okay.
with, does a 13 hit them?
AC of 13 does indeed strike true as it just pierces through.
So that's 4 points of damage.
All right.
And then Aurora moves there.
Excellent.
Basically, kind of one of those shoot and roll.
Yep. Perfect. So the bad guys are up. As of course you did hear them talking snaps. Their names seem to be Xander and Kura. Xander, of course, and Kura, neither one of them know that Snaps is underneath the table. All they see is the fairy flying around that's flown in here and swung at them with their primal savagery. So Xander is going to step back over to here, and he's going to cast a spell. Maybe. There we go. Casting this, targeting Montero. Your spell save is only an 11 for a wisdom save.
Okay.
Nice. You're not held. However, Kura does cast a spell as well. And that did not go off there, so we'll do it from the character sheet. Huh.
Yeah, I guess he's not allowed to cast a spell then.
Yes.
Reason does not work.
No casting.
Roll20 says no.
Oh, why is it whispering? It should not be whispering anything. So let's roll the attack.
Because you deleted that guy off the initiative tracker?
That might be.
Oh yeah,
Not
good point.
quite a minute, though, but I still have that on GM. Roll that. What's your AC for Montero? Is AC of 16. They do not have a +7 to hit, so that is going to miss as you see him reach forward and try to cast and inflict wounds upon you.
Ow, that would hurt.
You are up.
Okay. Well, from my little vantage point up under the table, I will pop out and stab the one on the left with my short sword.
All right. 14 will hit. I'm sorry, 18 will hit because you do have advantage. You're attacking the
Okay,
one on the
yeah.
left?
Yes.
Okay. You do have your sneak attack, as you did have advantage. 16. Nice.
Okay. All right. Yes. And with that, I will basically disengage and pop back, try to crawl back under the table the best I can.
Okay. You can go ahead and use your bonus action to disengage if you want to pop back over here. Otherwise, you won't have to disengage. You're just going to stay where you're at. There you go. All right. Top of round 2. Reginald, back around to you.
Okay, keep doing what I'm doing. I still see the one directly in front of me.
Nice. That will definitely strike true.
For 11. And tiny raccoons nibbling at their ankles for another 1 point of damage.
That will finish that guy off.
The raccoons strike again.
All right.
Go ahead and move if you want to, and that'll bring us around to Montero.
I'll fly over. Go ahead.
I'm going to take one step to the side to try and see where Snaps is trying to attack and stay out here at advantage.
All right, go ahead, Montero.
Okay, I'll go over there and I will primal savagery again. And miss.
That will miss. Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right, Aurora.
Okay. I am going to step forward here. And I'm going to shoot again with a hand crossbow.
All right.
And unfortunately, 10 does not hit.
Correct.
And so I'll just roll this way.
All right. Xander is up. He is going to reach out and try to cast a spell. He should be able to attack without having to whisper the roll for some reason. Does have a different thing for each character. Never whisper rolls. All right. See if this works. It's not working as well, so we'll figure that out later. However, attack roll with a 2. He will miss with his inflict wounds. Snaps, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I see Montero is engaged with him and got his attention, so I'll just kind of scurry back under the table and come over beside him and do an attack with my short sword. And if I'm successful, I would like to try to do a offhand attack with my dagger in my other hand. If I'm not successful.
7 will miss, unfortunately.
Okay. Still try the dagger.
Okay.
Offhand attack.
The 19 will hit. And we'll take the 3 off from your deck since you don't have the dual wielding feat or 2-weapon fighting, so that'll be 3 points.
Awesome. Okay. And that will be it for me.
All right, back around to Reginald. Can't hear you for some reason, Potter.
Can I see the cultist from where I am, or do I have to move into the room to do so?
If you have vision on the character itself with your vision, you should be able to see it. If you can't see its token, you do have sight on it, yes.
Okay, so they are within my line of sight. And I will loose another arrow with a 16
Yep, that will hit.
for 8 points.
There you go.
And raccoons will scurry around the room for another 3.
All right. Staying put.
I'm staying put.
All right, Montero.
I will cast Primal Savagery and hopefully hit this time. Yeah.
That will hit.
Hey!
Hey.
Ooh,
For 9 points of acid damage.
and that will finish off the other cultists, taking us out of combat.
Okay.
Excellent work. Excellent work, team.
I do have a quick question.
Sure.
As far as recouping arrows go, you said, I'm just making sure I remember this right, it's half of the arrows I've shot?
Yes, you can get half
Okay.
the arrows. Standard rule for players from the player's handbook. And again, for those of you watching, we are playing Adventurers League rules, which are rules as written. To join our Discord below, you can find and of course click on the rule for Adventurers League. You'll find all the documentation for Adventurers League on our Discord server as well. Yes,
Indeed.
yes.
The
Sorry,
raccoons can recover my arrows.
grab
So
the arrow.
I shot 5, so I would regain 2.
So the as you look about the room, you can notice that there's definitely 2 sets of alchemist supplies that you could get from the contents of this lab as well. And looking about through some of the various concoctions, you do notice at least 4 of the familiar potions of healing that are in this room as well. There seems to be a vial that contains some sort of oil, and a vial that does seem to contain some sort of odd-looking poison. And then, of course, yet another vial that you're not sure of what it does. Some sort of potion as well.
Cool.
You can easily do this kind of sip test for the potion. It is a potion of gaseous form.
Okay.
If you want snaps, you can go ahead and give me a let's say a history check on the poison. Being you're an urchin and a rogue.
Okay.
Yeah, it's some sort of poison, but you're not really sure what it is. It's definitely not like a potion of poison. It's some sort of dose of some sort of poison.
Okay.
Then, of course, you have
Um,
oil as well.
And the oil is just like a lamp oil or flammable oil.
No, it's some sort of.
Oh,
You can
Potion.
tell it's probably a little bit of magic to it.
oh, okay.
Okay. Should we divvy up these healing potions aside from the 2 snaps is carrying?
Yeah,
Make sure
that's
we all at least have one on hand.
correct. That'd probably be a good idea.
For those watching, if you're not familiar with AL again, at the end of the session, each player can take, via Adventures League rules, 1 copy of each of the potions. Even though they found 4 potions of healing, each one of them can only claim 1 copy at the end. So you can use up to 3 of them without wasting one during the session.
Yeah, with the other 2 we found, that's what, we can use 5 and still walk away with 1?
Yeah. So here's a quick thing. Does anyone want to keep the alchemist supplies? Otherwise, I'm going to add that to the amount of coin that you found so far.
I don't need it.
I know nothing of alchemy.
Okay,
So
No
I would say
problem.
just add it to the coin.
Yeah. there we go.
I think Snaps froze.
It must have, as Papa Squaw said, Snaps must have sipped the test the poison.
I'm gonna listen to this door that I'm in front of. If I can find my perception skill again. All right.
Actually, on the other side of that, you don't really hear anything.
Okay. I guess I will try to stealthily open the door and look inside and take a peek inside to see if I see anything.
Go ahead, give me another stealth check. Ooh, okay, perfect.
Oh, nothing to see here. Oh.
As you open the door, a fetid stench kind of permeates the room, which is empty save for 2 small bare tables standing against the west wall and an ornate rug in front of the window. Resting next to the rug is a wooden candlestick holding the melted stump of a red candle. Do we need to go through technical difficulties real quick, Otter, while we get Donnie back? Yep, not a problem, everyone. Please stick around. Just having a small technical difficulty. We're going to get Dante Shin back. Oh, well, maybe not. There we go.
Here we go. Yes.
And
Sorry
he's
about
back.
All right,
I'm
there
back.
we go. All right, so never mind the technical difficulties then.
The poison did you in for a second there when you taste tested it.
Oh yeah. Oof, it was too much.
Just for that, I'm going to let you know what it is.
Okay.
1 dose. 1 dose.
Assassin's. Okay. Assassin's blood poison. Ooh. That's intriguing.
As that is not a magical thing, that is a mundane item. So if anyone wants to take that at the conclusion of the adventure, you do have to divvy that out to who's going to have that.
Okay.
What's this thing in the upper right-hand corner of this room here?
My apologies. I'm going to finish with the description. Resting next to the rug is a wooden candlestick holding the melted stump of a red candle. A long pull rope hangs from a wooden trapdoor in the ceiling.
Oh. That's the way up.
As you enter into the room, Montero, give me a die 4, please.
4.
You see an animated shadow of you in the room.
Oh.
Very familiar from what you saw before.
Mhm.
And my apologies, I forgot to have Montero roll in the other room for casting the Primal Savagery.
3 times.
3 times, yes.
Oops.
Oops.
Actually, twice. Once was outside in the hall. But, so I will go over here and I will close the door.
All right.
I'll take a turn and listen over to the door on the right side here.
Okay.
See if I hear anything through it.
Good, you may-
Perception.
It is silent behind the door.
I will try and quietly open it and see what's in there.
Open door reveals a room that contains a bed with an ornately carved frame, a wardrobe, a writing desk, and a leather chair. The fireplace stands along the east wall. Definitely looks as if this would be the master of the house, the owner of the house's room. Perhaps this might be Markos's bedroom.
Well, certainly might be a good idea to check this room out.
Mm-hmm.
I go ruffle through the desk to see if I find anything interesting in the room. Does anything happen when I walk into the room first?
Nope.
Okay.
And as you recall, also, I mean, we did play last week. Your characters would remember, perhaps the players don't, but you know that the effects of the surge, unless another surge goes off, you know that the effects will last for about an hour.
Okay. So then you
Snaps
probably
goes into the room and starts looking along the wall and up towards the bed.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Actually, yeah. As you're looking about, that was Reginald's check. Looking through the desk, there really isn't anything much on the writing desk itself. It doesn't really have any drawers or anything. It's just got like some paper, some parchment, an ink well, a quill, things like that on there, where you just sit down at the writing desk, perhaps writing letters, things like that. But Snaps, as you're investigating the wall up near the bed, you do notice that behind the headboard, there seems to be some sort of secret door. You also discover not only a secret door, but you also see a secret button on the headboard.
Well, I can't help but not push it.
It does indeed slide open. You can go ahead and open that if you want.
Hey guys,
Oh,
look
his-
here. Secret door, secret room on the bed.
Wanna
How
check
clever.
out the fireplace?
Yeah, you can investigate the fireplace if you want. Again, if you're a tiny creature, you could maybe climb the up into the chimney up to the next floor, but there's nothing of value or of interest around the fireplace.
Okay.
Okay, I just look for traps as I open the door into the secret passageway. I kind of looking around to see if I see any traps.
You don't really see any traps, but you do notice that it is some sort of hidden closet. You can see there's clothing on hooks and shelves, assortment of footwear. You do notice that at a small table against the east wall, there's an iron lockbox on it.
Oh, well. I'll tell Montero. I say, Montero,
Yes.
the lockbox.
Well,
Check it out.
okay. I gotcha.
I check for traps on the lockbox.
Check it for traps.
Check it for traps. Give me an investigation check, please. Nice. It is not trapped, but it is indeed locked.
Ooh,
Can
okay.
I assist him with opening a lock? I do have training thieves tools.
I generally don't allow assisting for small locks. That is kind of like a DM thing, just because they are so small. If it was something bigger, you could probably do that. But if you want, Reginald can still give you guidance.
Mm-hmm. I was just going to offer, if you'd like, I can give you a pat on the back.
I appreciate all pats.
I will walk over and give you a pat on the back for 4.
Nice. Definitely rolling better than last week so far.
Here we go.
Don't say that.
I didn't say it.
Nice. 21 on the Thieves' Tools check. Takes you a little less than a minute. We'd have Montero kind of standing over there giving you a little bit of advice to shorten up the time a little bit. But you do open it up, and it does unlock. And inside there's a very beautiful amethyst cloak pin, kind of shaped like an eye. Definitely worth a bit of coin. And there also appears to be a wonderful, wonderful ring. Beautiful looking ring.
Neat.
Okay, I will.
Welcome in, Line Rabbit.
was that?
I was speaking to the chat.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. I'll say, look, guys, I found a cloak pin and a ring.
And for the purposes of, since we are playing Adventurers League, I'll go ahead and let you know what the ring is as well.
Ha ha. Oh, okay. I just, I think I might know what this is, but I'm not sure. We'll
It's got
divvy that up after the fact.
little herringons all around the outside of it.
Oh, look. Here. Hey, Reginald, check this out.
Ooh.
The ring of jumping with little rabbits all around it. Well, not rabbits, herringon. My bad. But yes, okay. After I look around the room to see if there's anything else of value, I go ahead and step back in the room with everyone else.
Okay.
If I can get through the door. There we go.
Let's back out to the foyer here.
Okay, yeah.
I guess we should probably check the balcony next, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's.
Did
two
we look
doors
at this?
on one side.
What was this in the southern?
It was a
end of the
writing.
room?
It was a writing
Writing
desk that already investigated. Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you.
Lots of paper, nothing exciting.
Right.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, to the foyer we go. Well, I don't know
listen
if you
at the
call it
door.
a foyer. Terrace.
Well, it's above the foyer. Hey, look. Guess I don't hear anything. So.
Correct.
Looks
Ah.
good to me.
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative. Okay.
Here we go.
Well, if you want to, if you want to fly back there on your turn, you can. But for now,
I couldn't select myself for initiative purposes.
oh, gotcha. Oh, because the door. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, we got 1,
No,
2, 3, 5 there. Snaps, you see Mantero just like kind of jump back, and you're the first to react.
Okay. Well, I immediately I will pull out my bow, and I will ready an action to fire at anything that comes through that doorway or tries to harm Montero.
Okay. Let me double check something here. Perfect. All right. Holding or readying an action. Okay. Mantero, you're up first. Or I'm sorry, you're up next.
I'll fly over to here, and then I will cast Produce Flame on the closest one.
Here's what that looks like, by the way. Crawling across the ground, Mantero.
Yeah. Wondering what those were.
Oh no.
Ew. Ooze.
Well, I guess that's a hit.
That is indeed
Wow.
it.
Oh, look at that.
For 8 fire.
All right. You do happen to see that it only does about half. You could have sworn that you hit it directly, but it does not seem to take all of the damage. It does seem to be resistant to the fire. End of turn?
And a turn.
All right. First thing that happens is Snaps will get off a shot.
All right.
As the creatures will ooze forward. 21 will strike true.
Okay.
All right. It will take the damage. It won't be the sneak, obviously, but it will take the 8 damage. And of course, you will not be able to regain that arrow as you see the metal tip of it, and as it strikes, you see like smoke kind of peer up as the acid just corrodes the non-magical ammunition. And then this was going to move here, and this one will be at Montero. Within 60 feet, I need you to give me a DC 10 intelligence save, please. Nice. You will take only half of this psychic damage. So down to 3. So 3 psychic damage. And then this one, Snaps, you actually can't. Oh, yeah, I guess you can't stand at the top of the stairs there. Sure. This one is going to go at Snaps. So DC 10 intelligence save, which is good for rogue since you are proficient with intelligence saving throws.
Yes.
All right. You also will only take half of this damage. So that will be down to 4. So you'll take 4 psychic damage. Aurora is up. You see these creatures, these gray oozes, kind of just sloshing their way across the floor out of this room.
As Aurora assesses them, Mitch, does she have a sense that if she stepped back, they would take an attack of opportunity?
Most likely they would have the ability to do so.
Okay. So she is going to face step.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to face step to there, and then that's a bonus action. And then Aurora is going to shoot with her magic hand crossbow.
Excellent.
And critically miss Mitch. So at least I'll be able to recover that bolt later.
There you go. Any other movement since you just used bonus action for your face step? You want to move back farther, or?
I do, because I don't know what the range of that psychic attack is, but
okay.
I'm going to move back to
just
just
keep in mind the range of your hand crossbow. Reginald, you are up.
Yep. Well, actually, Mitch, if you don't mind, I'm going to go seek cover behind here.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Reginald, you're up.
Don't get attacked by the rug.
And the rug springs to life with only Aurora in the room. Oh, God. I'm going to start my turn doing something a little new. And I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike. There we go. So, my movement does not provoke opportunity attacks. I can give myself advantage on 1 weapon attack roll. It deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit. Whether I hit or miss, my walking speed is increased by 30 until the end of that turn. So we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm going to take a swipe at the one in the front here with my short sword.
That will hit.
For 4 plus a d8. So 10.
All right, that will finish that one off. However, oops, why did that go that small? Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Your short sword becomes corroded. Any non-magical weapon made of metal hits the used corrodes. After dealing damage, the weapon takes a permanent and cumulative -1 penalty to damage rolls. So you have a -1 penalty to damage on that short sword.
Okay, I will
open that up on the character sheet to help you with that. You can open up your character sheet, and then you can go to your weapons, where your weapon attack is, and then click the edit on your short sword, and you can actually go through and put a -1 in the damage there.
So it'd be 1d6 plus dex plus -1.
Correct.
Okay.
You
Well,
did got oozed off, however.
and then because I don't provoke opportunity attacks, I am going to immediately back off back to where I was.
All right. Round 2 snaps.
Okay.
You see another one of the creatures right there in the hallway.
All right. I will.
Go.
Okay. I will. Since I'm sort of on the stairs, kind of on the edge here, I will go ahead and take a shot through the banister there and try to shoot him with my short bow.
All right. Ooh, that will miss.
I guess I hit the railing.
Any movement?
Yes, I will back up just a little bit. I come back up and I get back up here on the other side of Reginald, backing up away from that thing.
I did forget something. My apologies. Reginald, do me a favor and give me a die 4, please, from casting Zephyr Strike.
You got it. 3.
Everyone will have disadvantage on your attack rolls because of you can see that the illusory magic kind of makes the distance of things a little bit.
Oh no! Yes. Oh.
That's exactly why Snaps missed with his arrow there. That can explain that.
That's it.
Yes. All right. So
I've got the goggles on and not in my regular goggles.
Yep. Back to you, Montero.
Yeah, I'll fly there, and I will cast what's that called? Bruce Flame again. So I
That
got
will hit.
14 with disadvantage. And he'll take half of 6. Do I need to roll a surge too?
Yep. Go ahead.
1.
The air in this area becomes heavy and malleable. Space in the room becomes difficult terrain, so you can only move half speed now. But while you're in this area here, you do have a flying speed equal to your walking speed. As the eldritch magic surges all around you.
Mm-hmm.
Any more
Yeah.
movement, Zero? Are you done?
I'm done. Actually, I'll move back a little bit more, just in case it wants to reach out and touch me with this brain again. I'll go here.
All right, the ooze is up. It is going to step out here. I'm going to check for a recharge, as the creatures only recharge their psychic crush on a 5 or 6. It does not recharge, so it's only with 5, 10, and then it will dash 5 and 10. Aurora, you're up.
Okay, so Aurora is getting a sense of things. She is going to come and, hey, Mitch, is the it's difficult terrain now, but we don't have disadvantage on attacks, right?
Correct.
Okay, so if I step out here, what do I see?
You can see over here. You have a little bit of cover because both your companions are in front of it. But you do feel that you can fly up over to here and have a clearer shot.
Well, remember, I'm not flying. I'm not going to shoot, but I am going to cast Vicious Mockery. Because I believe Vicious Mockery does.
Sure.
What?
Go ahead.
It's just any creature who can hear.
Yeah.
Can see and it can hear. So I cast Vicious Mockery. So that's a DC 13 Wisdom save for that. And if it fails, it has disadvantage on its next attack, and it takes 2 psychic damage. Wow. It saved. That's impressive.
It's a psychic grade.
Okay. All right. Do I roll a d4 for casting that spell?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I rolled a 3.
Back
And
to
so that means
disadvantage.
okay. And that allows me to use movement freely and go back in here.
Okay.
I'm
Reginald.
done.
Around to you.
Well, I'm certainly not going to hit it with the short sword again. Jeez. So that spell is a concentration, so that's up for a minute. And then the movement bonus is only on that first attack. Okay, so my movement
And
does
same
not
with the-
provoke.
Same with the advantage, so you may as well drop concentration on it.
Yep. At least while I have it up, my movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So I don't mind keeping that up for right now. I guess we're going to shoot it with the bow then.
Yeah, it's a weapon attack roll. It doesn't say that it has to be a melee attack. It just says a weapon attack roll. So you can still give yourself advantage on that first attack, and you can still do the extra force.
No, it's once before the spell ends. You can use
Once, is that what it said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Once before the spell ends, I can give myself advantage and do that extra D8.
Gotcha.
It is a
Yeah,
first level spell.
Yeah, for the secondary effect, definitely. 10 will
10
hit.
to hit. Oh, 10 hits
It is an ooze.
for 6. Go forth, my little friends, for
3 more?
another 3.
Excellent. And staying where you're at, or are you going to move?
I don't like that it's getting this close to me. I'm gonna just kind of take a couple steps back here.
All right. Top of the round, Snaps, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, since I'm right next to this doorway, I'd like to
Hide action as bonus action?
hide bonus action. Yep, hide. And then
Yes, the top of squats, we will get that. We will get on that this week. He suggested in the chat for us to get a swarm of raccoons emote.
very nice. Cool.
I
Okay,
support
so yeah,
this
I'm hiding.
decision.
I step out, hide, and then I peek my head out the door and I fire an arrow at this creature.
All right, so go ahead and roll your stealth check for me real quick first.
Okay.
Check its passive perception.
Stealthing.
You are hidden from it. Its passive perception is not that high.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's great. All right, so I'm hidden and I will shoot the bow.
With advantage. Well, actually, it cancels out the disadvantage from the casting of the last spell, but a 20 with
okay.
2 will still strike true, so you can add your sneak. Actually, you don't get your sneak attack damage to it, but you don't have the disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay, so no sneak, I just take the damage. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then I will.
That would be enough to
Step back.
finish it off,
Okay, cool. All right.
taking you out of combat.
Whew.
Still enough.
What were those things? That was disgusting.
Yeah,
I
they
have
were.
no idea, but I'll hold up my
They
short
seem to
sword
be
and.
gray, and they were Uzis.
Oh,
Uzish.
yeah.
You want to borrow a scimitar?
It certainly
Reginald,
ate
you wanna
into
borrow my
my
scimitar?
short sword here.
If you wanted, you could easily probably, if anyone happens to have a mending cantrip, you could probably go ahead and mend it to fix it. Since
I
it's
have
only,
Druid.
I have a rapier if you want my rapier.
Sure. If you don't mind me borrowing it, I'd be okay with that.
Well, I also have a scimitar you can borrow too.
Either way.
Scimitar, rapier. No mending? Does anybody have mending?
Nope, wrong class.
Okay.
Rapier would be more dex heavy, if I'm correct, or are both dex based?
It is.
Both are dex based.
Both are finesse.
you can use dex or finesse. I'm sorry, you can use dex or strength for both of those.
Well, either one. I'll borrow one from somebody.
If you're attacking with just one weapon, and probably, obviously, for mechanical purposes, the rapier does more damage, as the rapier is a piercing weapon for die 8, I believe, and
Yes.
scimitar is slashing for die 6.
Okay. I guess I'll take the rapier. I'll add one into my character sheet here.
Stepping into the room there, no problem. Stepping into the room there, Montero and Snaps, you do notice that this obviously was perhaps maybe students' quarters at one time or something like that. Perhaps maybe Markos might have had some sort of apprentices or pupils or something of that nature. But they're all, they do appear to be fairly empty, but if you want to make an investigation check here, you can do so.
Sure.
I will also.
Oh, nice. Looking around, the two of you kind of, looking through the different bookshelves and such, you find underneath the bed what appears to be a spell book.
Yay. If only our wizard was here.
Spell book.
We'll hold it for him.
Well, unfortunately, it is Adventurers League. And so someone does get to take it at the end of the session. And now if he wants to, if it is somebody that's still in the party, like if Reginald or Snaps keep it, they can still allow Stink to copy spells from it. But it is a mundane item, yeah.
Oh, I'm
So it
sure
does
we can
contain
make that work.
It does contain those spells there.
All right.
Covering language, detect magic, identify, mage armor, Tasha's hideous laughter, unseen servant for first level spells, and second level spells it has detect thoughts and misty step.
I can do a
Okay.
lot of those spells. They're actually on the barred list.
Yeah, but you
That's-
can't copy spells down.
Uh,
But I can make believe and read them.
Hey,
Yeah.
I know what they are. Exactly.
I'll say,
Yeah.
can anybody use this? If you can't, Reginald, put it in your pack. We'll give it to our buddy when he gets back. Think might like to have this.
Sure. I can do that.
Montero, you hear nothing on the other side of that door either.
Okay.
And this time you're pretty sure that you listen fairly closely.
Another room.
Yeah, very similar to the one to the north. It does appear to be in another student room in this area. But again, looking about, if you want to make investigation checks, you can.
12.
Yeah, this one definitely seems as if the pupils, whenever the students decided to leave, probably after all of this crazy stuff started happening with these eldritch surges and stuff, is definitely they've picked up all of their belongings, and the room is fairly is bare other than the furniture.
Okay. I think that just leaves one more door across the hall, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
And I will
Let's
listen
Make our
at
way
that
over
door.
there.
Hell yeah. So this one, 15.
The room is the door on the other side of the door is just silence.
Okay.
And opening the door itself, you can see that it doesn't contain even any furnishings, nothing but dust and cobwebs. But you do see a door set into the north wall.
I do. I will fly over there, not leaving any footprints, because I'm cool. And I'll listen at that door.
Your perception check for that door is a natural 20. Nice. Again, very similar
Nice.
to listening to the door that you entered into this room. You hear silence on the other side. I don't know. Can you hear silence? Oops. You don't hear
You
anything.
hear silence.
Opening the door, you see the room does contain a black wooden desk with a cushioned high-backed chair behind it. Two smaller chairs face the desk with their backs to the door. You see a niche in the northeastern corner that does seem to contain a wooden file cabinet. As you enter the door, Montero, please give me a die 4.
Sure. 1. That's the difficult ground.
Difficult terrain, the air becomes heavy and malleable. Everyone can fly about at their walking speed. Of course, it is difficult terrain. And the surge, of course, as you are stepping through, you notice the surge stops from outside in the other room.
Mitch, I was going to ask if I could do an investigation roll, and I fat-fingered the roll, so I apologize.
No, you're fine. Looking through, you kind of looking through the desk a little bit. You do find that there is a set of calligraphy supplies in there. If anyone wants to take those, or you can, of course, get rid of them at the end of the session. And then in the file cabinet, you do notice that there's just it's unlocked and contains some correspondence between Markos and some different nobles in Waterdeep. Again, for those watching, you can set the keys from the Golden Vault in pretty much any location. We are playing, of course, Adventures League of the Forgotten Realms, so we have set the keys from the Golden Vault in the City of Splendors of Waterdeep. Most of them seem to be correspondence replying back to some of these different nobles talking about how it's very unwise for him to be doing these experiments, and mentions of something about the far realm and very odd energies. But nothing really of great significance.
But there is a calligraphy kit.
Yes, there's a calligrapher's supplies there as well.
You guys mind if I take that?
Oh,
Go ahead.
Not at all.
Okay.
All right, great. Is that done for the second floor? We can go up to the third now?
Yeah,
I
if you
think
want
so.
to, you can take the stairs, or you did. Montero did find the trap door that was up here in this room here.
And the
Shift the map. My apologies, everyone.
Okay.
Shift it back down to everyone else.
I will speak the command word that we were given for the window to see if the window opens.
Yes, does anyone have it in the otherwise I will go ahead and look that up.
No, I have it.
Hold on, let me see.
It's Kulmar.
That sounds right.
Cool.
Yeah, Crow Kulmar.
Oh, Kumar.
Anyone have Arcana or history? Go ahead. If you're skilled in either one of those, please give me a history check or a Arcana check if you're skilled in it.
I'm not still either of those.
Aurora with a 20 Arcana check.
Nice.
You do kind of piece the information together a little bit from the documentation of the correspondence between these nobles getting back and forth with Markos and telling him it's not wise for him to, mess with these experiments and this far realm power. You do recall that the word Krokelmar is actually a name of some sort of far realm entity. For those that are just watching or new to D&D or anything of that nature, the Far Realm is an a different plane of existence that is very akin to H.P. Lovecraft, like Lovecraftian types of insanity and madness and unspeakable horrors that exist in the Far Realm. So Montero, you're flying out the window. What do you want to do when you're flying around out there?
Well, I'm just going to go to the next window and speak the command word again to open that window.
Which window around the top?
Yeah, the one by the room with the stairwell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should be able to move around there.
I can't open the window from this side for some reason, though.
Oh, that's not a window right there.
Oh, it looks like it's a window. 'Cause it's the same diagram as the other windows.
Yeah, they didn't have a window on there, unfortunately.
Okay, I won't do that then. I was just going to...
Well, do we want to attempt the trapdoor in the ceiling, or just head right up the stairs?
Ooh, I think the trapdoor sounds intriguing. Let's go for that.
Trapdoor may give us an element of surprise. They won't expect us going through it.
All right, well, let me go ahead and get everyone up, and I will bring you over to where the third floor where that trapdoor is. That way it will be a little bit easier to move. And let me go ahead and you will come up right over there. Perfect. Down here. Should see yourselves. Let me reorientate the map for you. Right down there on the third floor. Entering into this room. A raised marble tub occupies this room. Near it are two marble sinks with oval mirrors mounted above them, a fireplace, and a small table against the east wall that has a colorful collection of bottles atop it.
Why look at the bottles?
They are 4 bottles of perfumes and scented oils,
Ooh.
all worth about 25 gold each.
I whisper. I say, I think these might be valuable. I'm taking them.
Okay.
So 4 bottles of perfume.
Is there anything in the tub?
No, but you can't see that the tubs and the sink have pipes that most likely draw rainwater from cisterns on the roof. And it does seem that each basin is equipped with a plugged drain pipe and 2 faucets.
Wow. Fancy place.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna check out the fireplace.
Yeah, you can look up. You can see, of course, this is the top of the top floor. It does lead up to the. You can see the kind of peering in the chimney past the flue. You can see up to the open sky outside.
Okay. There's no loose bricks or anything buried in the soot or anything.
Correct.
Or charcoal. Okay.
Okay, so that was 4 bottles of perfume and what? A bottle of oil?
So there's 4 bottles of perfume and scented oils all together.
Okay, gotcha. Scented
Yeah, I
oils.
dropped them down here for your the coin at the end of the session.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And a quick note: did I give out any coin at the end of last session, or did I just save it until?
You said that.
The only thing
No,
I have to
we
mark
didn't get any.
is
Yeah, I don't think we got any.
scrolls of Arms of Hadar, Bane, Dimension Door, and a bag of 6 pieces of jewelry worth 100 gold each.
Yes.
Is
Well,
the
I've
only
got-
thing I have marked that we grabbed from last session.
I haven't actually given out coin from last session. Perfect. All right, so I'm just that list. So at the end of the session, we'll have a total of all of our coin, and then we'll divide it up between the players. I will divide it in 5 since Stink was with us last week. Well, part of it is divided in 5. Right. So opening that door, you do see that it's a hallway, very similar to the one with the chess pieces and such in it on the floor below. But you do notice that there are 3 doors off of this room.
Okay.
You do
I didn't mean
recall.
I didn't mean to
You're
open the
okay.
doors. I meant to click on the door. Or click there.
No, you're fine. You do recall that was the room that when
With
you
the-
investigated
Yep.
last
I was
week
just-
that had the creature very similar to the hooked whore that you fought in the Yawning Portal.
I was just going to say that. Before I clicked on the door by mistake. So yeah, there's a hooked horror in a summoning circle behind that door.
I will say one thing that was very interesting that of note last week, that just in case you might not remember, the creature was wearing the tattered remains of a butler's outfit.
No,
Ooh.
you didn't tell me that last week.
That is true.
Okay. So we know it's that way. We can check these other 2 rooms. One is probably going to go towards this. This one's probably going to go towards the stairwell. One on the north wall.
Well, I will go put an ear to the one on the west wall.
Okay. You hear a voice mumbling. Not really necessarily incoherently, but they seem to be switching between different languages. What languages does Reginald speak?
Oh, this isn't my wizard. I know Common, Elvish, Primordial, and Sylvan.
You do notice that some of the language is in common, then it switches to some other language you can't really understand. It sounds fairly um, dark. And then it also seems to speak in Elvish a little bit.
Of what I can make out, does any of it, do I catch any words coming through or just like mumbling?
With that perception of 24, yes, you kind of hear them saying something along the lines of, please show me the stars, show me a way to reverse this.
Okay. I'm going to hold my hand up to the party to kind of get their attention and point to the room and gesture like a book. And I will move back into the center of the room and quietly try and tell my party what I hear going on in that room.
You can do that. I'll go ahead and give me another group stealth check.
Sure.
Nice. Great stealth. All right, yeah, you can speak with them all quietly in the center of the room.
I explain to them quietly what I hear from behind the door. I think this may be our fella.
Markos?
Markos, how do we want to proceed? You had that letter written up, Aurora?
Yes.
Do we
Yes.
want to
And
try
Aurora
starting
pulls out
with
of her
that?
bag. We have the letter and the seal of Vasily. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not really...
I would like to try to persuade. If it's Markos, I'd like to try to persuade him that we mean no harm.
Okay, well, real quick, I can tell you this right now with that 24 perception, it was a female voice.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh,
There is...
okay.
Disregard previous commentary. There seems to be a female voice jumping between languages in the other room. The little bits I have been able to catch have been up the vein of how can we reverse this? How can we stop this?
Can we stealthily try to open the door?
You can try.
Catch them in the act?
You can certainly try, of course, yes.
I'm gonna give Snaps a
Should I
pat on
try?
the back. Here you go, buddy.
I'll try it.
Have
Thank
a
you.
4.
Right. And how should I go about doing that? Opening that door with
Well, with your stealth check from earlier, you can easily open the door if you want to quietly.
okay.
They also have the oil if the hinges are on the side that we found earlier.
It does open inward from the right, and the hinges are on the left this time.
We could oil the hinges too. Make it even stealthy, or less squeaky.
Okay. Sure.
So opening the door, you see rubble lies scattered across the floor where part of the roof has collapsed, revealing the sky. Perched atop the rubble is a hunched figure wrapped in a cloak. It gazes at the sky unaware of you. And on that note, it is almost halfway through our session, so we'll go ahead on this small little cliffhanger. We'll take our break for the evening. We'll take a small little intermission. That way our players and such can use the restroom. You, our visitors, viewers, can also use the restrooms if need be. So everyone take a few minutes, grab yourself another drink, refresh your beverages, your snacks, use the restroom, and we'll come back here after a short intermission. All right? We'll see everyone shortly. All right, welcome back, everyone. Post intermission. Just before our intermission, of course, Snaps opened the door and saw a cloaked figure gazing up at the sky, in this area. You can definitely assume that's where the cold air was coming from when you first started ascending the stairs from the first floor, coming up. Of course, you came up from the second floor through the trap door. You do see part of the ceiling has where the roof has collapsed in this room, revealing the sky beyond. And you see this hunched figure wrapped in a cloak, gazing at the sky, kind of unaware of you, Snaps, with their back kind of towards you. And looking longingly towards the sky, kind of turning around, you happen to see the figure looks like this.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't like that.
Well, that was unexpected.
Hey, Mitch, is it Aurora would like to speak to this creature?
Of course.
In quick succession of deep speech, abyssal, and elvish, because I know from Reginald's reconnaissance.
So you want to talk to it, Aurora? Go talk to it.
Yeah. And I say, greetings. We come in peace. We wish to help. In those three languages, is there any response?
It definitely responds to the deep speech and the elvish. Most likely being the other language that Reginald did not understand. She looks to you and says, I am Zala, Zalamorphous. What brings you to Delphi Manor?
We are seeking counsel with Markos. We come on behalf of a very good friend.
I believe Markos might be beyond counsel. I do not know. Of course, the creature he seeks to contact, I believe, is the reason for this. And she kind of motions to herself, and she does go on to explain that she has actually been transformed by this far realm entity. I find and take some fault, as I am one that helped Markos contact Krokomar. I believe this far realm entity is responsible for my transformation. I was once human. I think the stars might find a way to return me to my human form.
Snaps says, "The stars turned you into that? I'm sorry, but you look terrible. But yeah, we'll try to help any way we can. But sorry, I didn't mean to butt in. But
Zala,
yeah,
Zala, are you from Waterdeep originally?
I'm from this area, yes.
Zala, we will help you. Maybe the stars are the answer. There is depth in them, but there are also powers within Waterdeep that can restore you and heal you.
So
How can we most help you?
that's what you get when you try to play around with otherworldly beings. So what do you think will enable you to turn back to a human?
I need the map of the Great Snake constellation from the Star Room map. And she kind of points in the direction of the southern wall here.
Okay.
The room is in the corner of the mats there. Bring me the Great Snake constellation star map.
A Great Snake constellation star map, which is in the room directly below you.
You will have to convince the ghosts there, or at least distract them. They will not harm you, but they will, unless you attack it first. But if you try to take any of the maps, it will most likely attack. So you have to do something to distract it.
Is she talking about the room where the hooked horror is?
No, Montero does. You do recall going around the third
There was a
floor?
ghost.
Yes, I
Yep.
saw a ghost in a room there. That's the room
Yeah, in
she's
this room. Yeah. And,
Yeah.
Yep, I knew where it was. So I guess we have to go through the room with the big monster in the butler suit. Okay. Cool.
She does say that if you can retrieve that force, she will reward you with a few things.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll try.
Hi. We'll try.
It's nice to find
And,
something here that's not trying to kill us.
Well, there's
I,
a thing in the next room. That's
I
trying to
politely
kill us.
shut the door behind me.
Oh. What do we? Oh, well, I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so we're going to open up this door, and there's a monster in here. What are we going to do? We're going to attack it. We're going to kill it. We're going to
No.
sneak
Well,
around it.
it is in a summoning circle. I don't know if it's bound, if we can avoid it or not, or if the summoning circle is just there for show.
So I'm
not
guessing
sure.
we shouldn't get
Montero.
in the circle with it. I don't really know that much about those things.
Correct.
Here's a few that you could
Okay.
probably. I mean, your characters are experienced adventurers now, getting up, third level, starting to get there, and you could probably put together that if whatever this entity is, whatever this force is from the far realm, if it transforms Zala from being human, seeing that the creature was wearing the tattered remnants of the butler's outfit, you can probably assume fairly easily that the butler, if you recall, his name was Esquire from Vasily, that he's probably been transformed into whatever this creature is as well.
No, we can certainly try. And
I think we have
converse
to be
with it.
persuasive. Yes.
Aurora,
I think
talk
that
to it again.
Esquire, if it has any,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I think if it has any remnant of its prior mind, it might help us.
I'm just going to give you a pat on the back as you open the door. For another 4.
You are
That'll be
cranking
Aurora.
guidance
I opened the
tonight.
door.
Not every roll I think has been a 4, except for
Yes.
1 3. There was 1 3 in there, I think.
I think the first one was
Yeah.
a 3 and the rest have been 4s.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Okay. I step forward and speaking again in deep speech, Elvish, and Common. I
Go right here.
say, we come in
If he
peace.
comes after us.
We come on behalf of a best friend of Markos, seeking to help Markos. Are you Esquire the butler?
It first of all, give me a persuasion check.
And
Ooh, okay. Immediately as you step into the room, it starts to turn to. Hold on, real quick. Let me finish this real quick. It starts to turn to attack you. However, when you step in and you say its name and state your purpose, it does move forward, but it pauses and stops for a moment. You can see, of course, the familiar sight of the hooks from this creature as you fought one of them in the yawning portal that came out of the yawning portal. But it does stop for a moment. Continue on.
And Mitch, I was just pointing out, I don't think the macro rolls the College of Eloquence thing, because my persuasion is a +7. So anytime you roll a less than a 10, it should be 10 plus 7, and then the guidance is 21.
Yep.
Just but I did it seem to respond more to the deep speech or to the
Nope.
common? The common.
It seems
I
to
continue on in common. Yep. I continue in common, and I say, Esquire, I'm very sorry that this transformation happened to you, but we are here to help as much as we can, and we will help you if you want get back to normal. We need to find Markos, and we need to gain access to some maps of the stars that might be in the room beyond this one. Can you help us?
It in a broken common, very guttural, It responds, Marcus, responsible? And with like a question, and takes one of its hooks and kind of points to itself.
That's what we think. I don't know. Maybe he is responsible. Aurora, oh, I think you're doing a great job. I'm gonna step over here. As I'm the previous encounter with the hook whore and tavern. Snaps is just a little leery of this.
It's
thing.
going to look at you very, very with just sort of snap its gaze over to you, Snaps, and kind of moves menacingly in your direction.
Okay, I will very lightly kind of put my hands up and move back over to the wall with Aurora.
I am very much standing in the doorway, trying to be as non-confrontational as possible and let Aurora speak.
It says, Go ahead.
Go, Mitch. Oh, Mitch, I was going to cast minor illusion to create an image of the book of the Celestial Codex and say, did you see this book with Markos?
It nods.
Ooh.
Do you know where it is?
It shakes its head in a negative way, like no. But it says, and again, in that guttural common, just trying to, with its new form, it does say that Markos in danger. You live. You save Markos.
Where can we find Markos?
It shakes its head back and forth again. It's as if it doesn't know.
I gesture thankfulness. I say, please let us go into the next room to get the maps, and then we will return and look within the building for Markos, and we will help Markos, and we will help you.
It says, vow to save Markos.
Okay, I vow to save Markos. If I can. As I'm
And give me one final persuasion, Aurora. I'll give you advantage on this one. Oh, nice. Put the +2 extra on top of that. No, that is your roll. Nice. 25. Yes. The creature does go ahead and withdraw back over into the corner here. And kind of, just kind of turns around and kneels down in the corner with the shell of the on its back, kind of protecting it in the corner, and just almost as if it doesn't want to be seen in the form that it is in now.
Okay.
Well, I guess we look for the map room. Well spoken, Aurora.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have to distract a ghost.
You do see the circle of symbols on the ground in front of you as well.
I wouldn't step in that.
Nope. I make sure to skirt around it.
Okay.
Can we make sense of the symbols?
You can give me an Arcana check, perhaps maybe even religion.
Okay.
If you're skilled in it.
Uh-oh.
Looks like we lost option. Having a little bit of technical difficulties. Our cameras, apologize for the cameras messing up when we lose someone in the chat. It does have them, the cameras get a little messed up for a little bit. So just give it a couple moments here. Hopefully we'll have to go to technical difficulties. Might have to have Dantashin might be restarting his Discord.
Yeah, we'll give it a minute, and worst case, we'll pop over to technical difficulties.
Not a problem. But yes, with that Arcana, I can go ahead and explain that at least. Aurora, you do get the sense that this standing inside the circle itself does seem as if the symbols are all divination magic. Perhaps connected to some sort of otherworldly presence. You believe that if you stepped in there, whatever entity is tied to that circle, you might be able to basically get the effects of an augury spell. And let's go ahead with that information. We'll go to our technical difficulties while we get Dantashin back in, and we should be back shortly, everyone. Thank you for sticking around. Sorry about the problems. We'll be back in a little bit. All right, welcome back, everyone. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Dantashin's internet took a little deep dive, and the signal got a little less. But so he's back with Discord and vocals on the phone. And of course, he can still see the Roll20 game. So we're trying not to tax his internet as much as possible. Yes, so the creature does move over into the corner of the room. Again, as we mentioned there while we were on the break, Montero did recall there was really nothing in that room when he flew around in the last session, looking around on the third floor, flying about. But you do know, of course, this is the star map room down here, as Esquire has retreated to the corner, after you have made the vow to try to save Markos.
Okay.
So now we just have to distract a ghost and get the map.
Yep, just distract the ghost and figure out how to do that.
Okay. Well, I guess we go in then. Yeah.
You know, I could cast Druidcraft and make something over there, like possibly distract the ghost.
All right, so
How do you distract the
you
ghost?
can attempt those types of things when you head into the room. The door is there right in front of you.
Okay.
Down here, Ulysses.
Right through here.
The walls and floors of this room are covered with star maps. You do happen to see a ghost, what does appear to be some sort of elf, an elven ghost, kind of wandering the room, looking through the maps. Seems to be searching for something. It kind of looks as the door opens, looks in the direction of the door, and then looks back to its search.
Do you guys want to look for the star map? And are you going to use Druidcraft to distract the ghost, Montero? Or do you want me to
try
talk to
to
the ghost in Elvish?
I'm going to try the Druidcraft first.
Good.
I'm just going to use the Flaming Sphere thing, but it's not going to be Flaming Sphere. Try to something this right this way. Go through the door. There we go. So in that corner, I'm just going to use Druidcraft to make something like harmless. There, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, harmless sensory effect. So I'll just have like falling flowers in that corner.
Okay.
Where the flame sphere is. Does it seem to notice it or not?
It does not. It kind of glances in that direction briefly, but then it just goes back to searching for what it's searching for. Very similar to what it did when you opened the door.
Okay. So that didn't work.
Well, we can try talking to it.
You guys can go look for maps. And if it makes a move towards you.
The walls and floor of this room are covered with star maps, and you're looking for a specific star map.
Mm-hmm.
The Serpent constellation, right?
Mm.
Yes, I believe it was the Great Serpent constellation.
Mm-hmm.
The Great Snake constellation.
Mitch, when I built my character and part of the scholar background, you got to pick a specialty. And if you remember, Aurora's specialty is astronomy. Would that give me any type of benefit looking through the maps in terms of IDing the serpent?
If everyone wants to give me investigation checks, you notice that the ghost does not seem to interact with you in any way as you're just looking around at the maps. It doesn't even seem to interact with you as well. Just seems to be continuing to search through. But yes, everyone can make investigation checks, and I will give you advantage on that. Yeah, it takes you a few moments. Again, just kind of looking around. If you happen to reach out to touch any of the maps, when you touch it, you do notice that the ghost kind of whips around its face towards you, kind of like its visage towards you a little bit. It doesn't go horrifying or anything, but kind of taking your hand off the map, it does kind of go back to doing what it was doing before. But you are able, after a few minutes, I should say, to locate the Great Snake constellation.
Okay, so if we found this great snake, perhaps we should distract the ghost in some way, like he suggested or she suggested. Maybe I will come up here and act like I'm really interested in a map right up here in the north wall,
Okay.
and I'll start to reach out to touch it and kind of look back at the ghost, and I kind of start pointing at it like, "Hey, is this the right one?" And if you guys want to grab the other one and run, I'll just try to run with you. Hopefully, the thing won't get me.
Give me a performance check, Snaps, or deception,
Okay.
your choice. Deception or
Oh,
performance.
okay. I tried to do performance, so
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'll give you a chance to do the other one if it's better.
okay.
It definitely moves up right beside you while you have your hand on the map.
Okay, and I just kind of stop and I just like, just, hey, how you doing? Looking at it, and I look back at my friends. Hopefully, they've got the map or getting ready to get the map. Hopefully, this is what's going to happen. Grab the map and go.
Reginald, can
Mhm.
you give me guidance?
Of course.
You can also have the raccoon steal the map
Okay.
too.
Mitch, Aurora's going to try a sleight of hand
Okay.
to do this.
Okay.
And she's going to use her inspiration
Okay.
to roll with advantage. So sleight of hand, advantage, with the +2 from guidance. So that's
19.
a 19 sleight of hand.
Yep. You're able to grab it. And as Snaps has kind of made this distraction, even though he failed the deception check, it still gave the distraction enough for the ghost to come over in his direction, and you can easily slip out of the room. As the ghost kind of starts to walk away and look through other maps.
Okay. Well,
And
let's
I'll
get
say
this map.
apologies
Uh-oh.
after I get out. Then I shut the door. There we go.
The door ate
Uh,
Snaps.
As you do, Snaps, you step outside. It kind of comes over to the area where the Great Snake map was, and you hear a howl from it, and it comes to the door right as you shut the door, and it does not seem to be able to leave that room.
Ooh, okay. I am basically kind of running out of this room with the horror and the ghost behind
Okay.
me. As
All
fast
right.
as my little gnome feet will go.
And I can also let you know what that oil was as well. Let me go ahead and just show that to you as well. That's what the oil was from the alchemist room.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's nifty.
Yeah.
When you retrieve the map and you bring it back to Zala, she's very, her one eye as a Nothic kind of blinks, and you see a slight smile come upon her face as she reaches out for it and says, thank you. If you are looking for Markos, I believe he has the book you seek down below. And she points to the ground. There's a locked secret door in the wine cellar. You will need the password to get through. Farlvorhak, she says. And I believe, Aurora, you do have deep speech, correct?
I do.
You knew that the word Harlfarok, the phrase, is a deep in deep speech translates into common forever changing.
Very Heraclitus. Rock. Love it.
Because he does gift you with 2 spell scrolls as well. A spell scroll of Crown of Madness and a spell scroll of Sleep. And then she takes the map, unfurls it, and starts looking at it and looking towards the skies again above and the breached ceiling where it's collapsed.
Okay.
Thank you, Zala.
Save him if you can, she says.
Mitch,
Oh.
does the round staircase in the northwest of the building, did it go down into the basement? Or
No,
did
the
we only go
basement
to
w-
the basement through the kitchen?
Yes, the basement, you can access the basement through the kitchen, yes.
Sounds like we're headed to the kitchen then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's head to the kitchen.
All right, give me one moment, and let me go ahead and grab your tokens. I'm going to go ahead and bring them over to that area, to the stairwell from the kitchen. So give me a second, copy and paste them over to here. And I will delete your other tokens over here. So we're going to reorientate the map real quick. Should find yourselves right there.
Mm-hmm.
Coming down the stairs from the kitchen, coming down there, you do see that there is a door.
Right. I'll listen, and look at the door and check it for traps.
You do notice that as you get close, you do have a faint aroma of grapes.
I will whisper behind me. I smell grapes.
Okay. And then go ahead and give me an investigation check if you wish. It does not appear to be trapped nor locked, like the rest of the doors here in the plants.
Well, I will open the door.
The faint aroma of grapes, of course, gets stronger. It fills the air in this cellar. You see 4 large wine casks stand against the west wall, and a fine layer of dust covering each of them. And you see that there are 3 wine racks to the south of you, but they are all empty.
Alas, no wine. No wine.
No,
in the
there's
rack.
wine in these barrels. Wine in the barrels.
I can't think of.
Yes, there
Well,
are
in my pocket.
varying amounts of wine in 3 of the casks, but the one right in front of Montero is empty.
I ain't even drinking it.
You can also see many handprints on it, suggesting it's been moved multiple times. And you can feel cold air coming from the wall behind it.
Oh,
Well, I guess investigate that barrel.
Then we just move it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can easily move it aside, and it does suggest the presence of a secret door behind there.
So this is where we speak. I say aloud, Balva Arak.
And indeed, appearing is a secret door. And it does open up.
Oh.
Oh my!
Looking into the room, you see what appears to be a statue in the middle, but you definitely have to step inside to examine it.
I'll stick
I'll go
my
in,
head
guys.
in.
I will fill up my water flask with a water skin with some wine out of the barrel.
Okay. Aurora, as you enter in, please give me or whoever entered in first, please roll me a die 4.
I think it was
Again,
Aurora, and then I
it becomes valuable as a eldritch surge just fills the room, and you can tell. What's your passive arcana?
17.
Yes, you can tell that when you enter the room, the eldritch surge seems to come specifically centered from the statue.
What does the statue look like, Mitch?
The 4 wooden pews that face the stone statue of this torchlit chamber. The statue is roughly bipedal in shape. It's carved to look like it's coming undone, like frayed rope. Its form is covered with mouths and outstretched tongues.
It seems far realmy.
Well, that's unsettling.
You can definitely tell that it is the source of the eldritch surges in the manse.
Mm-hmm.
Give me another D4, please. Surge pulses from the statue yet again, and the air's still heavy and malleable.
I'm going to make my way down over to the other door here and just see if I can hear anything on the other side.
Okay. You do not hear anything. Give me another die 4.
Die 4.
You see another pulse come from the statue, and as you reach for the wall nearby, you can feel that the illusory magic that you've experienced again, causing you to perceive objects and creatures short distance from their actual locations. It seems that this is pulsing about every 6 seconds or so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's something we're going to have to deal with.
It is made of stone.
I don't have stone shape.
How can we stop this statue?
You
Or
can try
shatter.
attacking it with your weapons.
Mm-hmm. You don't have shatter, do you, Aurora?
Aurora, you are muted, by the way.
Sorry about that. I do not have shatter, but I do have a magical crossbow, and I'm happy to shoot this thing into oblivion.
Sure. Give me an attack roll then, Aurora. Nice. Yeah, roll your damage. Oh, wow.
8 piercing.
Yeah. Your bolt hits from your magical hand crossbow, and you see a chunk kind of fly off of the statue. Anyone else like to make an attack?
Sure. I'll go and use attack with primal savagery.
Okay.
And miss. Unless I have advantage because it's stationary.
Sure.
Okay. For 8 acid.
Excellent. Yes, you see more of it start to dissolve away from the acid from the savagery of your strike. Gimbal snaps McCracken and fires with a short bow, striking it dead on. Go ahead and roll me your damage. include your sneak attack since your companions are there.
Okay.
Roll a strike.
Oh.
And with that last strike, you are able to, your arrow strikes right in the area where the acid from the primal savagery and the hand crossbow hit, and the statue completely collapses to the ground, and the magical surges of the eldritch energy around you cease.
Ooh.
Cool.
Well done, party.
Puts corroded scimitar or corroded short sword back in its sheath.
But yes, Reginald, you did not hear anything on the other side of that door.
I'll go listen
Aurora
to this
reminds
story.
Reginald, use your rapier. Use the rapier.
If we were hitting a statue, I figured I'd just use the short sword because it's already beat up. No sense
Montero?
putting dings in your rapier.
You do not hear
Yeah.
anything on the other side of that door.
Yeah.
To the south.
This door is silent. Yeah, the south door is silent too, guys. Which way do you want to go?
Should I
Let's
crack
just,
open this side door first before we head down? Because it looks like those are double doors
Sure.
that might lead into a bigger room.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll crack the door over here and stick my head in.
All right. And for everyone, a little bit of note. We did have a content warning at the beginning of the session tonight, as we did last week. This is that area there, so apologize if any of this body horror might upset you. But looking in this storage room, Reginald, you find 4 severed heads and 3 headless bodies lie on the floor of this room. There also is 4 small crates in the far corner.
I'm going to close the door and explain to the party what all is in there if they would like to look further.
There is a gasp, Reginald, as you open the door.
Mhm.
Go ahead and put yourself right there again before you exit out.
Oh, yep.
And appearing beside you is the head of Elra, the disembodied head of her, and she gasps. That is my body. That is my head. Those are my friends.
Oh,
Oh no. Sorry about that.
She kind of
Uh,
floats over. She floats over to the bodies and she says, "If you can end this, perhaps." And the disembodied head kind of starts to make weeping sounds and says, "Perhaps there might be a way to bring myself and my friends back from the dead. And this is finished."
Maybe.
oh, perhaps we could talk
At
to
a minimum, we'll take you out of here.
the priests.
Is there anything in the crates?
Oh, yeah, you can examine those if you wish.
Yeah.
One of the crates contains a set of gold-plated cups that are definitely worth a little bit of coin. The third contains about 20 days worth of edible rations. The final one of the other crates contains a dozen torches and 3 flasks of alchemist's fire.
Ooh.
And another one contains some straw, but searching through it, you do find a magical wand. With your passive arcana, you can determine what it is, Aurora.
Ooh.
A wand of magic missiles that is fully charged.
it's a snazzy looking wand.
Mm-hmm. Hold on to that and use that, Aurora? Anybody can use it.
I think anyone can use it if anyone wants it.
Anyone can use it, yeah. But I didn't know if you wanted to use it for the session or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
They auto hit, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's actually
Mhm.
better than my hand
Yeah.
crossbow. All right, so I'll
Yes.
I'll wield it for now.
Okay.
Also, you can upcast off the wand too. So
One charge will cast a normal magic missile spell, 3 missiles, and then for every charge you spend outside of that, we'll add an extra missile.
Just don't use the last one. That way you don't have to worry about destroying it.
There you go.
Do we think these flasks of alchemist's fire will be handy?
They could be.
Again, very similar to the looking for supplies and such like that. Those are mundane items. You need to divvy them out at the end of the session.
Okay.
Or you can divvy them out now.
Okay, sure. How many were there?
3.
3.
Oh, 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Who wants one?
Well, depending on what's on the inside, I'm probably going to go to animal form and attack, so probably not me.
Okay, well, each of the rest of us can each take one.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Opening up the door when people are ready. People want to position themselves?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Opening the door, you do see that there is a dusty chamber that contains 4 wooden trunks. Inside the trunks, they are unlocked. They do contain 4 dark purple silk robes.
Are these robes similar to what we saw them wearing upstairs?
Yep.
Do we
Okay.
don these or just head in?
No, they don't fit me. Actually, I don't think they'll fit half of us. You're short, I'm short, and have wings, and
Oh.
the other guy, Snaps is short.
I guess we just head on through.
Okay.
You certainly can do that if you like. Opening the door, you see iron brackets bolted to the walls hold 4 sputtering torches that cast this otherwise empty room in dim light. On the far side of the room, a spiral staircase descends into darkness. As you enter into the room, from below you hear a human voice chanting in a blasphemous tongue.
I'll bet
Guess
that's
we
our
found
guy.
Markos.
Is it deep speech?
Yes, it is indeed, Aurora. And you can hear the voice chanting out, calling to the entity, Krokulmar.
Guess we
Should
go down
we-
the hole.
Should we try to stealth our way down?
Probably be a good idea.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a group stealth check. Nice. Excellent. Yeah, fairly good stealth for everyone. Ready to
Okay.
head down the stairs? Let me gather everyone up.
Oh yeah. Ready to go. Apprehensive, but ready to go.
Proceed
All right.
with caution.
Again, I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste the tokens down into this area. Oops. And then I will go through and delete these. Then I will describe the area down below.
Okay.
All right, should someone go ahead and oh, never mind. You already got it there on the map down here for everyone. Staircase leads to a roughly circular cave that is empty and unlit. Opposite the stairs, to a 12-foot wide archway, you see a similar cavern lit by purple light emanating from 4 large crystals jutting from the floor. All crystals flicker in concert with a chanting that echoes the caves. The chants come from a sallow, dark-robed figure who stands near the edge of a circle of arcane runes inscribed on the floor. The figure recites an eldritch passage from a book that looks, oddly enough, what was described to you. from Vasil. The figure recites Eldritch passage from the book, then carefully sets the book atop a wooden crate near the back wall. The figure turns toward the circle, wherein kneels a headless body in plate armor. A slug-like creature has attached itself to the body's neck, almost like a makeshift head. The slug's form is covered with mouths and eyes that open and close in and out of existence.
Oh,
Don't like that.
With your passive Arcana, Aurora, you can tell that the ritual will be over in a matter of moments if you all do not act.
Okay. Quick question. Does the are wild shapes? Do you have to have concentration on wild shapes, or does that or not?
No, we don't have to concentrate on wild shape.
Okay, so I can cast protection from good and evil on myself and then wild shape.
I
Still
believe
get the benefits of pro.
we can still concentrate on
Okay.
wild shapes.
Okay,
Anyone who's
cool.
watching, please let me know if I'm incorrect, but I believe you can.
Okay.
Mitch, given that passive arcana by Aurora, recognizing the ritual, realizing the times of the essence, I'm
Mechanical.
going to tell you what she intends to do, and you tell me when she can do it, but I want to cast silence in that chamber as a spell.
Okay, well, before you do that, you do notice that he's already set the book down and is done with the chanting. And he seems to be just concentrating on the ritual at the moment. And mechanically, let's go ahead and put you into initiative because you're going to have 3 rounds before the ritual is over.
Okay, cool.
Your passive Arcana.
okay. Well, this is getting interesting.
Oh, yes.
I'm thinking that I don't like the looks of that snaky thing.
Did I miss
Probably
anyone?
not.
Yep, we're all in there.
I think that's everybody.
All right. The slug-like creature just continues to seem to start attaching to the body. Markos, on his turn, of course, you all stealth down. It does not know that you're there. It just Markos stands there with his hands raised, intense concentration, with his eyes closed, as magic pulses in the circle all around, and the purple light from the crystals flashes about in the room. Mantero, you're up next.
Okay, I will cast protection from good and evil on myself.
Okay.
That's step 1. Something else. Okay. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's an action. I may as well in front get in his face. And bonus action dash to here. And that's my turn.
Oh, but do you have anything that allows you to dash as a bonus action?
Oh, that's right. You can't bonus action. I'm used to playing ropes.
No worries.
So I just
No. Use your bonus action to go ahead and wild shape, though, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'll wild shape.
Okay.
Go on to the next person. I'll take care of the wild shape.
No worries. I'm gonna go ahead and leave your token out here for us. We're gonna put it right here, just that way you can see, because I don't think I have the other token set up for sight. Okay,
Right.
That brings us to Reginald. Reginald, you're up.
Okay. I will head 5, 10, 15, 20 forward. I will use my bonus action to cast, I don't know why it did that, Hunter's Mark on Markos.
Okay.
And I'm going to loose an arrow to try and see if I can shake their concentration on whatever they're doing. I don't think an 8 will do it.
Miss. But he is Hunter's Marked. Which ability are you going to hit with this Hunter's Mark?
I gain an ability?
Oh, never mind. My apologies. I was thinking of Hex. My apologies.
Oh,
Never mind.
Okay. I was like, wait, does this do something I didn't know?
That's my bad. Sorry, I've ran 3 sessions of D&D with different games since last Sunday.
Oh, no worries. Yep.
So that
We're
brings
good.
us around to naps.
Okay, I'll just sneak up and hide. Bonus action hide right here. And peek around the corner, and I will try to shoot that strange-looking slug creature right in one of its eyes that blinks.
Okay. The 12 will miss.
Okay. Oh, yes. I just knock another arrow. And actually, I'm going to do something different next time if I have to, but I'm preparing to cast a cantrip next time.
Okay.
I'm in enter.
Round to Aurora.
Okay. So I am going to move 15 feet forward. I am going to point my hand drum at the aberrant monstrosity, and I'm going to cast. Sorry, I hit the wrong thing. The not healing word. I am casting Tasha's hideous laughter at the worm plate mail thing. So, and as a bonus action, I'm going to use one of my bardic inspirations, Mitch, as an unsettling word. So it's going to roll a DC 13. I think that is
Wisdom?
A wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
With minus D6.
All right, go ahead and roll me the D6.
So
Minus-
minus 2.
All right, so it's going to attempt its wisdom saving throw. It will fail.
Okay.
Let me double check to see if it can be knocked prone or anything like that. I'm not sure if it can be, but it might be able to. It is knocked prone, but it is still attaching, of course, to the headless body there.
Just a semantics question. If a creature is immune to being knocked prone, for a spell like this, would they stay standing laughing? Or would it cancel the spell?
No, it would still become incapacitated.
Okay. I just wasn't sure. Figured I'd ask.
Aurora, with your passive arcana as well, you can definitely tell that these 4 crystals, from your vantage point there, or at least you can see these 2 here, do seem to be fueling some of this ritual. You can easily shout that to your companion. So as no action at all, you can easily shout that to your companions. The fragment is there. And we'll just attempt at the end of its turn to make another save. It is still shaking back and forth, and the mouths and the eyes all over it because of the nature of the creature. The laughing comes from multiple of its mouths, and it's just sinister, horrible sounding to all of your ears.
I think you made it worse.
Markos' turn. As a bonus action, he continues concentrating on the spell. on the ritual. He is going to turn and look over the nearest creature he sees, which is the Deinonychus that Montero has turned into.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also sees Reginald as well at the Deinonychus. AC of 10, I'm assuming will miss.
Correct. He also had disadvantage, but yeah.
Okay. And then the who has disadvantage?
Anybody that's that qualifies for protection from good and evil. So he probably doesn't.
He is just a human.
Okay.
And then this one, the second one was at Reginald
That'll hit.
for 10 psychic damage.
Ow.
Ow.
Montero, you're up.
Okay. I will run up to here. Excuse me. And make a claw attack with at the same time. Creature that hits with it with a claw attack.
Watching the episode as well, they can always knock a creature out when they reduce it to 0 hit points, as long as they're making a melee attack at the creature. So they don't have to say, hey, I'm doing temporary damage or anything like that. In 5th edition, it's just that they knock them down to 0 hit points with a melee attack. Whether it's a spell melee attack or just a regular melee attack, they can choose to knock their opponent out.
16 hit?
Will hit, yep.
Okay, he takes 7 slashing, and because of the pounce attack, he owes me a DC 13 strength save.
All right, he will attempt his strength saving throw. He will succeed.
Okay. He's not prone, but he does owe me a con save for concentration.
It's not the same as concentrating on the spell. It's basically they have to take an action to concentrate on the thing, and he gets to take it as a bonus action.
Okay. My second claw attack then.
Oh, that will hit.
Another 5. And then bite. Well, 10 will probably miss.
Barely miss. Yes.
Okay. That's
Good round. Reginald.
Hearing what Aurora said, I'm going to try and take a shot at the gem in the back corner here.
Okay. That will hit.
Okay. For 5, and as the raccoons scurry behind, another 6.
That will destroy that crystal.
Okay. And I will use my
Well done,
movement
Reginald.
to cut off visual from the dude, because that hurt. My brain hurts, and that'll be my turn.
All right, Snaps, you're up.
Okay. Snaps will see that Reginald is injured. He will kind of step down real quickly, use his cunning action fast hands. He pulls out one of the potions of healing that we've acquired, and I kind of stick it in his face. And I'll trot back over to this other side, and I will follow suit that what Reginald has done, and I will shoot at this lower corner with my short bow.
All right, so go ahead and roll the
corner
2
gem.
die 4. Go ahead and roll the 2 die 4 plus 2 first for the heal.
Okay. Oh, there's a 2 die 4, and then just add 2.
So 4 hit points back for Reginald, and then go ahead and make your attack roll against the. You want to fire at this one here, or the one over by your companion?
I was going to shoot at this one.
Okay. Fire away. I'll give you sneak attack damage on that. If you hit.
If I hit. Okay.
It's just a rock.
Right.
It can't get out of the way. You got this.
Got this. Maybe stay on target.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Can definitely
yes.
hit the broadside of a bar.
It does indeed destroy this crystal as well.
All right. And I guess that'll be it for me.
All right, Aurora. You all happen to notice, especially Mantero and Snap, since you're all there, can see it. You see that destroying those crystals has visually shaken Markos.
Okay. Do I have a clean shot on the crystal up here?
Sure.
Well, with the wand of magic missile, using a total of 3 of the 7 charges, I fire away. And as I do so, I say, Markos, we're not here to harm you. And that is 19 points of magic missile damage on that crystal.
That destroys that one as well.
Oh, yes.
And
Awesome.
we come in peace. And I pull back here.
All right. Round 3. The fragment seems to start coalescing a little bit more. And on Markos's turn, he uses his bonus action to complete the ritual on the oops, wrong button. Let me get rid of that. On the third round, the third time, bringing the creature into fruition. This creature now is there instead of it does basically still the same thing, but it is this stat block for this creature now says. So I'm going to go ahead and move this fragment. Oops, move this fragment over here off the board, and this creature is now here instead. Basically the fragment is attached fully. The body actually stands up on its turn, and that was his bonus action. He is going to go ahead then on his turn, marks his normal actions, is going to use his multi-attack on the Deinonychus with a ceremonial blade. Ooh, critting the Deinonychus.
Yep. So 13
Mitch,
piercing.
Mitch,
Yeah,
just one little clarification.
Yeah, go ahead.
So with the hideous laughter spell,
Mhm.
it automatically save from it, and it's in the ritual coalescing.
Yeah, because it's a ritual that's doing it. It's not you are trying to target the creature itself as if the creature had anything to do with it, and the creature had nothing to do with it itself.
Fine.
Plus, I should have made a wisdom check, or shouldn't I have at the end of its turn?
It,
Yeah, there you go.
Philip, oh, this turn.
You saved.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I would have saved. So,
Saved.
and then,
I passed my con save, so I'm not poisoned.
yeah, you're good. And then go ahead and give me a con save for your concentration for protection from good and evil. Nice. All right, and then it's his second attack will miss. Oh, my apologies. The first one, what's your AC? Is that Deinonychus?
12.
Okay, so
He crit me.
it would not be a crit, though. It would not be a crit because he has disadvantage on his attack rolls. You can see that he's struggling with all of this. So you wouldn't take a crit. You will just take
So I'll heal 6 and I'll heal 11.
yeah, you'll just take the total of 7 damage. So you would be at 19.
Well, I get the poison. He gets the poison too, so it'd be 10.
Oh, yeah, okay, there you go. And then you are up, Mantero.
Okay. Well, that wasn't nice, so I'll attack him again.
That will hit.
9, 11. That hits.
That will miss.
And
And that-
another 3 from the bite. Turn.
Next up is Reginald.
Seeing as it's still causing trouble, I'm going to try and take out this last crystal. I'm going to move up a little bit to have a better sight on it. And we are going to loose one at this last crystal. 16
That will hit.
for 9. And then Swarm of Raccoons for another 1.
Destroying that crystal as well.
And take a step back. And that's all I got for right now, but the crystals are down.
They are down. Unfortunately, the ritual has already been completed. Snaps, you are up. You see this weird fragment creature here. The the fragment has attached to the headless body now, and the body has stood up.
Oh, okay. Yes, so I will go ahead and bonus action high. Well, first I'm going to shout at it. I'm going to use some of my little bit of what magic I do have, so my magic initiate. In the bardic way, I will shout at him in a vicious mockery. I will say, "You son of a motherless Roth," which is Underdark is a Roth is the livestock that they have down there. And you, you know, and then I will send these insults towards him.
Keep in mind that is an action for that spell.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
And that
I will.
or the
yes,
creature.
I'll send that. Yeah, I'll towards the creature, and then I will hide. Bonus action hide.
Gotcha. Okay. Give me one moment. Give me one moment, please. We'll attempt its saving throw. It is a wisdom save. It will make it save. And then you go ahead and make your stealth check for your hide. And you had a question? Go ahead.
I was just wondering if. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. You're first. Go ahead and do your question.
I just wanted to know if that creature has taken damage in any meaningful way.
No. So go ahead and give me your stealth check, Snaps, and then Aurora will be up. Oof. A little bit shaken by this otherworldly far realm energy all around you, Snaps. Kind of stumbling back a little bit as you notice that vicious mockery did not affect it at all. Aurora, you're up.
Well, she's going to step forward and she's going to unleash the magic missile wand using another 3 charges directly, saying again, "We come on behalf of Vasily, Markos. We come on behalf of your best friend." And 16 points of damage to the far realm entity.
Okay.
How does that seem to affect it?
Just having passing saying that and you're without an action doesn't seem to be affecting him. You definitely feel it if you use your action to try to convince him of why you're here. That might be more effective.
Oh yeah, no. I meant the magic missile. Was the magic missile effective?
Totally affects it. Yes, completely.
Okay.
All right, and then move back. That brings us back around to the creature itself. The only thing it can see is the Deinonychus. It's going to step over to Deinonychus. It's going to take a multi-attack. 11 slashing.
Does he count as an abomination?
And missing. Yes, so it would be. It would count as one moment. It counts as an aberration. So yes, it would have disadvantage. Miss both attacks.
So, yep.
And Markos is up. He still has disadvantage on his attacks. Doesn't necessarily know what is going on, but is going to swing at the Deinonychus as well with his blade, hitting for 6 piercing. And then the
and 5 poison, so that's 11. Bring you down to 5. Con save for the poison. I'm poisoned. And I lose concentration on Pro Good and Evil.
And that is his first attack. His second attack will hit for 8 piercing and 6 poison. You are poisoned, so you won't have to make the poison save again, but you will revert back to
14, 13. Yep.
So I think only 9 points only, or
Well, I had 5. He did 14, so I take.
just 9?
Yeah.
All right, move that over there, and that brings you up to you, Mantero.
Okay, let me get my hit points straight. Okay. I will spend another well-shaped charge and turn back into a Dionychus.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll turn into a tiger. It has more hit points.
Okay. We'll move you back
Come
down
on.
here.
Yep.
As your bonus action, being a Circle of Moon Druid.
Mm-hmm. And then I will bite him. He only has 1 attack.
Is this going at Markos, or is this going at the creature?
Markos, which misses. I
Okay.
only get 1 attack with the tiger, as it doesn't have
All
multi-attack.
Reginald, back around to you. Sorry, I got something in my eye there.
Now that I know we're in a little bit more danger, I'm going to take my movement to get up into the area here. And we are going to loose a shot at the weird mouthy creature.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
12 does not, as you do know that the creature is now wearing plate armor.
Mm-hmm. And that's... And you know what? I'm going to use the rest of my turn to click my heels together and start flying up towards off of the floor using my winged boots.
Okay. That is a picture for everyone to see there. Snaps, you're up.
Well, I had vowed to try to save Markos. So Snaps runs forth or in the sneakiest way he can, and will come up to Markos, and while he's distracted by the tiger and things happening on this other side, he will attempt to attack Markos with the not the intent to kill him.
Yep. Go ahead.
Using my sword and then the pommel of my dagger if I need to.
Yep, that will hit. And with one swift swing of your short sword with the pommel, you're able to strike him in the back of the head, knocking him unconscious.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And I will sort of crouch and kind of get down as low as I can and hope for the best that ugly creature doesn't see me from the back.
Aurora, you're up. You're on mute.
You're muted.
Aurora.
Apologies, I moved there.
You're okay.
I say in deep speech a really funny joke and cast Tasha's hideous laughter on the aberration, and I also use my bonus action for unsettling word And so that Wisdom DC 13, they're going to take a -4 to their roll.
Okay. Wisdom. That will drop it down to a 9. It will fail.
And so, I presume, given its full manifestation, it falls prone.
Yep.
Becoming incapacitated and laughing at my far realm humor. And then I move back
And
to my space.
multiple mouths, it just sends a terrifying sound throughout the chamber here. The creature is up. It is incapacitated. It can't really do anything, but it is going to attempt to make the save one more time. It will succeed,
And it does.
but it is still prone because it makes that at the end of its turn. Markos is unconscious. Mantero, you're up. You have advantage on your attacks against it as the creature is prone.
Okay. Well, I will attack it with advantage.
21 will
21.
hit. 11 slashing. Nice.
And that's my turn.
Reginald.
Okay,
Use that rapier.
For the sake of getting in and out of there. Actually, hold
Zephyr
on.
Strike.
Because Markos is now unconscious, can I move my hunter's mark?
Yes. It's when they drop to 0 hit points, so yes.
Okay. I will move my hunter's mark to the aberration. That's a bonus action, right?
Yep. Keep in mind it
Okay.
is prone, so you will have disadvantage if you're firing at range.
Oh, I don't plan on being at range. I was just trying to make sure I was using my economy appropriately. So, if that's a bonus action to move it over, I will step up to it and attack with the lovely rapier I was borrowed
20 will hit.
for a 20 for 8 piercing. And the raccoons will swarm in for another 4.
And then give me the extra die 6 from the hunter's mark.
Absolutely. And an extra die 6 for the hunter's mark is 6.
Wow.
Excellent. Good round for Reginald. Snaps, you're up.
All right. I will
Finish him.
attempt to finish him. I try to make my way around and get him from behind.
Do you have advantage?
Okay.
Go ahead
I didn't
and
mean
make
to roll twice.
It's okay. 24 will strike true. Go ahead and give me your damage. And that is enough to send the creature back to the far realm from whence it came. Taking you out. Great job, everyone.
All right.
I will immediately secure the book and put it into a bag.
No problem. You're able to
And-
secure the book without a problem. Of course, you did knock Markos unconscious. You do, of course, you're able to pick it up, and you do happen to notice that there are a couple of scrolls that fall out of it. There's another scroll of Armor of Agathis and a scroll of Arms of Adar. Put those in the chat for you.
I will bat his sword away and pick him up by the scruff of the neck and drag him.
Yes, no problem.
upstairs.
You're able to recover the Celestial Codex, of course, returning that to Vasily. He does indeed pay you the payment. I believe that was it 200 gold apiece?
I
Something
think
like
so.
that? 250 gold.
250.
50. Yeah.
Yes, 250 each. We'll tally this up off screen afterwards when we're concluded here. You're also able to take Markos. Once he's becomes conscious, he does realize that he was being controlled by this far realm entity. Had seeped in to his mind and started beginning to control him. Of course, his family does reward you each with bringing him home alive. Does give each one of you 150 gold as well. And when they find out what has happened to these adventurers on behalf of their son, being that they are a fairly wealthy noble family, they will pay for the spells to bring Elra and her companions back from death and restore them to life as well. Of course,
Wow.
able to head back to the Troll Skull Alley to the manor and get word, of course, from the Golden Vault that they are extremely happy that you were able to help Vasily with this situation, and each one of you are promised an uncommon magic item of your choice as payment, which will be delivered to your characters the next day. Again, we might have to do any retro. We might have to retroactively change those depending on when they actually come out with the guidance for the Adventurers League.
Okay.
That will bring us to the conclusion of Reach for the Stars, everyone. Congratulations.
Ooh,
Yep.
yes.
Good job.
That got dicey there at
Yay.
the end. That was
That
intense.
is it.
Oh, yes, it
That-
was.
Well, first, I do want to thank Lee and Ulysses for joining us very much. It was a wonderful experience having you both join us for the adventures. Thanks for coming and playing so well. For those watching, of course, if you're in our community, you can join our Discord. If you're not a member of our Discord community, you can hit the About Us section below the screen here. We'll have a panel for you to join our community Discord. If you're interested in playing, again, we do have adventures. We are playing Adventurers League rules. We do have a link in our streaming announcements area, in our streaming discussion. It should be pinned there. If anyone wants to apply to play a couple of sessions with us, one adventure, it does take 2 parts to play. So if you want to apply for that, you can do so. We'll send it to our admin at masterofdungeons.com. Also, check out masterofdungeons.com. You can also find all of our social links below in a link tree as well to follow us on Twitter and Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of the different social media platforms on the interwebs. And we did start putting together our merch store over the weekend. We're not really going to do anything launch-wise yet. We're still going to get together and put some different merch on there as well. Again, thanks everyone. Thank you so much for the subs tonight, Mr. Papa Squats. For those of you that subbed with Prime, thank you as well. Welcome to those that just started following as well. And does anyone else have anything else to add before we sign off for the evening?
Oh, we are going to have
well, I'll
a
just-
slight break with the upcoming sessions.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
for reminding me of that. Next week is Easter Sunday, so for those of you that do celebrate Easter, we are going to go ahead and take a break next week. We'll be off the following week as well, as that is the virtual D&D weekend. The tickets for that go on sale on Tuesday at noon Eastern time. You can go to yawningportal.com. Through the Wizards of the Coast website, you can sign up for tickets for that. It's a bunch of AL events, but those tickets will go on sale on Tuesday. You can definitely check that out to play virtual D&D weekends. We have a lot of great DMs with Baldwin Games, and that'll be the weekend after next, which I think is what, the 16th maybe? For that weekend. So I think it's the 14th, 15th, and 16th, I believe.
Yep.
For that virtual D&D weekend. But then we'll be back on the 23rd with a couple of other guests from our community. We will be playing the level 4 adventure, which is actually also the preview, Prisoner 13, that did come out on D&D Beyond prior to the release of Keys from the Golden Vault.
Does that
But again,
mean we leveled up?
yes, everyone will also
Oh.
adventure as well. I will go ahead and get the specifics of the gold here after we get off stream. But thanks everyone very much for tuning in tonight. Tell your friends about the show and stick around because I think we're going to go ahead and raid somebody. Let me double check that. Actually, Lee and Ulysses, do you have anything to add? Do you want to say goodbye to everyone or anything like that?
Well, goodbye, everybody. It was
Thanks.
fun. Thanks for the invite. It was fun playing.
Excellent.
Oh, thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Otter. Thank you, Dankeschön. Thank you, not Snaps, Stinkfoot, who wasn't here for this one but was here last time. It was great to be part of this, Mitch. Congratulations on the new platform. Happy to be an active member of the community for you.
All right. Thank you all so much. Yes. And Ulysses is one of our patrons also on Patreon, so thank you so much for that as well. So if you would, Otter, why don't you go ahead and choose our raid target for the evening?
Oh boy, who do we got this evening? Scarlet is streaming D&D. We can go pop over there and say hi.
Yeah, if you want to, sure.
Yeah, why not?
I believe
Raid.
the Abyss. Yes, out of the Abyss over there. Well, again, thanks everyone for watching tonight, and we will see you in a couple weeks. Again, we do have our normal streams during the week. We got a power supply fixed, so we'll be back on Tuesday for Dungeons and Deliberations. Wednesday, we're having a guest, Paul Gabat from DM Paul Gabat. He is one of our BMG creators, DMs, and the co-story lead for the Moonshays. He's going to be our guest on Tavern Talks on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday we have our dungeon delving, playing Lord of the Rings Online. So until then, everyone, take care, and we're going to rage Scarlet. So good night and happy adventuring.